Maybe. If you're new to physical activity, then yes, probably going to be a little bit sore, because when you start using these muscles in a different way than what you've done before, they take a little bit of an adjustment period. But a little bit of soreness just means you're out moving, which is always a good thing. It's a step in the right direction. If it's pain and it hurts, that's not the good part. We want to go see a doctor about that, but maybe a little bit sore. But our program, because of the way it's designed, hopefully is going to help you minimize that as well, because we're going to ease into this. We're not going to throw you into 5K on your first class. I don't think running causes them. But whether you would call yourself an athlete or not, you're an athlete when you're a runner. And athletes, because they are so active and they get out and they're doing these things, are a little bit susceptible to certain injuries. And runners specifically, certain kinds of things. People probably associate feet and ankle problems, knee problems, hip problems, and things like that with runners. Again, starting with a good foundation, the shoes, and getting those right is going to certainly help you minimize those kinds of things. And we're going to help you through the program as well, give you guidance on your form and how you're standing and running and moving and that type of thing to help you minimize those. So we don't want to be injured, and we don't want you to be injured in the program either.
Right. We encourage you to do the pre-run stretching, post-run stretching. A lot of people, if you sit at a desk all day long, and then you're going, especially women that wear heels all day long, and then you're going to come out and do a run, we really would like you to do some stretching before you get started to help minimize what possibly could be a problem. Now, we do run in inclement weather, but when we go to the parks here in San Antonio, we definitely try to look out for water, areas that are too slick or muddy, fallen wet leaves. We try and scout the location a lot of times before you come out to run, to try and highlight any difficult areas to make sure that we pass that up, because we want to prevent injuries as well.
Safety is a high priority.
Right.
Nothing's going to happen to you.
Right.
You're going to meet some new people, and not just the three of us, but you're going to meet some other people, other participants. You're going to have fun. You're going to probably challenge yourself a little bit, and you're going to laugh a lot. Sometimes at us, probably mostly at us, because we try to make it fun. Nothing's going to happen to you. It's going to happen because you want it to happen.
But how far would I have to run?
The first session?
In the first session.
So our first session we usually do about a mile, but it's
total.
Mostly a mile total, and it's mostly walking. So we start with a 1 minute walk and then a 30-second run, and we're always surprised by how quickly people adapt to it and how they surprise themselves. And it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Right, and then so gradually over the duration of the program, we're going to lengthen the run and shorten the walk portion. But we do it at a regulated pace throughout, and you have a training plan so the participant, they know what's coming, and they have time to practice during the week on their own and then work with us as a group. And then all throughout, we like to talk to them about, how do you feel about this? How is this working for you? Is this too difficult? Is it too easy? And then see how we can adapt it throughout.
We've had up to 93, 94
Right.
registrants in past years for one session. So it just depends. The more the merrier. And don't let that concern you. Come out, make some new friends.
We primarily meet at McAllister Park. Our first runs are usually at the dog park. because it's a nice controlled environment where everybody can be safe and there's enough parking for
Enough
a very
parking?
large group.
Right, and McAllister has real restrooms. They have a variety of trails, and so it gives us a lot of options within the park.
And it's very centrally located within San Antonio.
Right.
So it's pretty easy for everybody, regardless of where you live in town, to get to. Yes. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean that you have to run the entire 5K. If you decide that you like to run for 3 minutes and walk for a minute, that's a very good interval and that's comfortable for you, we like our participants to do that. And you'd be surprised how many people at the end go, oh my gosh, I never thought I would be able to do this. And they've got smiles about this big, and spouses are out slapping them on the back and hugging and having a great time with them. So it is very doable, but there's a lot of options so that you can do it the way you need to do it, not a cookie cutter plan.
And then if you feel like, say after the first session, you met your goal, but maybe you weren't fast enough, in your mind you weren't fast enough, we have a lot of people come and then they sign up for the next session. And then within that next session, they tend to work on their speed, and so they can get themselves a little bit faster. But I hate to toot our own horn, but we do have several participants who have they graduated to the 10K program, and then we've had some that have gone on to the half marathon. We have RoadRunner who's gone on to the full marathon, and I believe, is she going to do the 50K maybe at the Brazos?
Oh my gosh.
And so it just depends on what your goals are. But we're there for everybody, and what's nice is, like you said, we don't leave anybody behind.
Never.
There's a place for every pace. We're not just spouting that stuff. It's true. That's the way that we work, and the success has been very good.
Which is part of why we're here. We're not the fastest runners on the team, but we were all there together, and that's how we all succeeded, and that's what we're really enjoying sharing with other folks that are coming to the program.
Wow.
Well, we've known each other since 2011.
2011.
We started in the very first training program for SARR, which is a half marathon. Back in the old days, it was just a half marathon. I had never run more than 4 miles by myself. I couldn't get over the hump. And so I joined the program. And what was great is that the three of us work in completely different fields. We live all over San Antonio. We would have never met each other.
No, never met
And
each other.
We've gone through a couple of the half marathon training programs together. Max has graduated to the full.
To full marathons.
And that's still our dream. So we'll get that. But when did we start doing the walk to run together? It's been a while.
Max did the first one. Right, volunteered to-
2014 maybe, 15. And it was coaches couldn't make it, and Scott was very convincing. Our SAR president was very convincing and said, we need help, and I jumped at it, and these two ladies were there for me. And we got everybody through the program, and it was awesome.
Right, and so we've done several sessions a year over the last few years together. We tried to work out some of the kinks. We've run in really hot weather. We've run in
Really
23
cold
degrees cold weather.
Right.
And we really enjoy doing it together. That's why we have the matching clothes.
It's easy when we work together because all the pieces just fall into place and it's effortless. And I think we're even graduating next year. The plan is to have 4 sessions through the year, which will be making a year-round program now instead of just winter and spring.
Right.
They don't like to wear.
They would like to wear. This is part of our fun.
Right.
This is part of our fun,
Right.
and the team loved it last year when we did this. Quite a few of the team members came out with flowery pants as well. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah, but it's not a
It's
requirement.
not a requirement, So
But it'd be a lot cooler if they did.
But you'd be on the cool kids table.
we did have one male participant mentor that did wear the flowered pants
For picture day, no
for
less.
picture day. We are not going to name Mike Tuncap, but that's who did.
Well, there's probably a picture of it. Right?
Yeah, yes, there is.
Thanks for watching this training video from the San Antonio RoadRunners. For more information about membership and our activities, go to saroadrunners.org or find us on Facebook. Thanks for watching and keep running.